Welcome back, guys. I hope you guys had a good week. Yeah? Yeah, it's going? All right, so I'm going to go over this again. I have to every session. Confidentiality, just don't repeat what you guys are sharing, your feelings, emotions. To anyone outside of the group, you guys can share it amongst each other. You know, if you break that rule, you might not be able to come back next week if people feel like they can't trust you. And this also goes for me. I will not repeat to anybody, parents, teachers, other students, of what you guys talk about or what is said in this group. Okay? I know. Okay. All right. So you guys have any concerns, questions about that? Nope? Okay. I didn't think so. All right. So how did this week go? Okay. How did those new strategies and behaviors we talked about last week help you guys? Did it go well? Did it not go so well? Did it kind of go okay, but we maybe need to make a few adjustments? What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, the flashcards, I still don't really like them. I tried them again. They just take up a lot of time, and then I don't really feel like they help me with my tests.
I have something to say. I tried them, but I'm already bad about managing my time, and flashcards just take up more of my time, and I feel like they don't really help.
So maybe the part is with flashcards, it takes too much time to make them before you can actually use them to study. Okay.
I like using flashcards just to write down the main things that I need to know. I don't go into detail. If it's a couple words that I'm struggling with, then I'll write those down just to write it down and get it fresh in my brain and just go with them.
So you're maybe suggesting that only do the flashcards on things that you really need to know, or maybe that you're having trouble with, and maybe do flashcards immediately.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe that's something you guys could try. Did you guys try them and they just did not work once you were done, or?
I felt the same as I had before I used them for my tests. I didn't feel any more prepared than I already had been.
Okay. All right. Well, we can try. Let's see. Is there a way that maybe you can make the actual writing them down, making them faster?
Maybe. I've heard there's a website online called Quizlet, so maybe I could try the online flashcards.
Okay. Maybe that'll help you. Yeah. Maybe for you too, Michaela. You're gonna write that down too. Yeah, that's a good one.
Maybe
I didn't have that when I was
copying it down, just looking at the flashcards that they have on there.
Already done for you.
That's a good idea.
And the videos, they helped me a lot because they show visuals and pictures, and they explain them, and it helped me see it, actually see it. So they explained it.
So you guys like the videos a lot, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
You kind of get a different perspective on the topic rather than just from the book or your
hearing
teacher.
it from your teacher.
Yeah. Sometimes in videos they can explain it a lot clearer and easier. Maybe the vocabulary is not as, it's complex or hard to understand. How was your note taking? How did that go? How was your organization?
It's getting better, especially for history, because if your notes are not organized, then she just won't grade them, and she's very picky. So I feel that kind of helps, because then you have to space them out and they have to be organized and color coded and everything. It's improving.
It's improving. It's getting there.
Yeah.
Okay. So was the suggestion of making the spaces helpful?
Yeah, because then I don't have to look as hard in my notes to find something. I'm just oh yeah.
There it is. So you don't have to look really hard for it. Okay. How can we improve on those new strategies? We talked about the flashcards. How else could we improve? How about tutorials? How did the tutorials go?
Tutorials with my teacher?
Yeah.
It was good. It was just she said it in class, and I heard it again, and like I still didn't really understand. But then I watched the videos, and I got a different perspective. And
So the tutorials helped a little bit just from repeating, but the videos are what really.
It's more helpful because it's a lot more one-on-one time with the teacher. A lot of kids don't go to tutorials, and so the ones that do, like, especially like just Tavis, like it's for like science, and so like I feel like her explaining it like individually, like it helps a lot more.
she probably focuses more on your type of learning.
Yeah. So she can get a better understanding of what you're needing help on and what you're not understanding. Because AP Biology is, yeah,
Especially biochem.
I know,
Oh,
biochem.
yeah.
yeah, I've heard. They didn't have that when I was here, but I've heard. Okay, great. Well, did you guys have any other, like through the last couple weeks, not as far as studying and planning, but what about, when you wake up and when you go to bed, what can you do to improve that maybe can help your productivity at school be better?
I've been trying to eat breakfast every morning.
You
since
have?
Last week.
Good.
Usually I'll stay in bed a little longer, so I'm like rushing out the door, and I'll forget like so many things. Like I'll forget some homework on my notebook. So I've been trying to like get up earlier and get ready earlier.
Good.
I would probably work on what time I get up. Cause I get up like the time that I'll leave like 20 minutes for me to get ready. So I'm like rushing to do things. And then when I go to sleep, I go to sleep like really late. And so that's probably why I wake up so late. And so I probably need to go like set a time to go to sleep so I can wake up more early.
It's funny you mentioned that. Do you guys have the iPhones?
Yeah.
Did you see the new application on the schedule?
It's a bedtime thing. Like it notifies you when you go to bed. And then if you like set the hours of sleep you want to get, or like recommends the hours of sleep, like you put your age and.
I set like a bedtime for myself. Like I go to sleep really early, like
Me too.
really
Yeah,
early,
like
like
I'm
that.
so tired after volleyball. Like I fall asleep on the couch.
It's like I know I'll wake up like grumpy or like really, really tired and not wanting to go to school. So I go to sleep like at 9:30, like 10:30 the latest.
Yeah.
That's early to me. I know that's early to
I
everyone.
have to. If I go to bed like late, I'll wake up so tired, and I need energy, especially.
The opposite. I can go to bed like super late, but then I can wake up at like I get up at last night I went to bed. I probably didn't go to sleep until like 11:30, 11:45, and I like popped up at 6. Like I don't know.
I usually get out
Oh,
of bed
my God.
at 7, and my dad usually wakes me up. But my problem is, like, again, like I don't space out my time enough, so I'll just sit and I'll do my makeup. That's what like takes me the longest. And I always have music playing because that like gets me in a good mood and always keeps me like upbeat and wanting to keep going. But then I just like I kind of get lost in it and just kind of do my own thing for a little bit. And I always look at the time and I'm like, oh my goodness, I only have 20 minutes for me to get ready and do everything else I need to do. So I need to work on managing that time. I'm the opposite. I like, when I see the clock, I'm like, oh, I could sleep in a little bit more. Like, I don't have to do my hair. Like, that was fine.
Especially because my cat's so sleepy. Sounds like I'm
So sleep kind of can be an issue, right? And that just has to deal with you guys being so busy with homework and dance and cheer and sports. Okay, so maybe that's something we should start, focusing on too, is, what we can do at home. How can we get better sleep? Because sleep's super important. As far as helping with concentration when you're here at school, having better energy. So what could you guys do for that?
Like you said, the bedtime app on iPhone would probably help with that. And then maybe setting alarms throughout the morning so you have like certain times you need to be done with things. Like if you're gonna do your hair, have like a certain time you need to be done with that. And then
So like train yourself to get things done
Yeah.
in the morning.
Or like for you, Sarah, how you said sometimes you forget your homework, but if I know I have to like grab something, like I'll set my alarm to like the time where I know I'm done getting ready and I'm just like doing other like random things in the morning. So I look at it like, oh, I have to grab that or I can't forget this, and then you know, I forget it.
Like there's reminders on my phone.
Yeah, I didn't do that yet.
Yeah, that's a really good idea, the reminders. You can have it set
Yeah.
like every day if you wanted to.
I set it,
Unless you're always on your phone, so it should be easier.
yeah, I set it on the alarm though because I don't always pull down my screen to see the reminders. So I always set it on the alarm.
For reminders, it gives you an alarm.
I know it. There's my name.
I also usually pack my bags the night before, so I pack my dance or my cheer bag and have it all ready in my lunch if I take lunch, and then my
That's a
school
great
bag with my
idea.
folders and stuff.
That's a great idea.
I try. Doesn't happen all the time.
I try to do that too, but I'm so tired. Again, like at night from volleyball. So like in the morning, like I get all my stuff ready before, and then I'll go start doing it.
Okay, so maybe, setting the reminders on the phone. What else do we say? Making a schedule, an alarm clock, use the app. That thing's pretty cool. And it's supposed to monitor your sleep patterns too. So I don't know how it does it. I haven't tried it yet. But
I
it's
think
supposed
it's
to.
like the time that you get off your phone and then the time you get back on your phone. Maybe.
Okay,
Probably
probably. Okay, and then packing our lunch, getting your sport and cheer stuff ready the night before and your dance stuff. What about as far as eating breakfast in the morning? How's that going?
Better.
Better?
Yeah.
I'm trying to take things with me and usually I'll have something in the car and I'll take it here. Like if I don't have time, I'll grab like a granola bar.
Yes.
So you guys do have stuff that you can just grab and go?
Yeah.
I'm just pretty sure doesn't do that.
That works.
I
Cheerios
have
are really.
like easy things to make, like just make some toast real quick and like pick it up. I just throw a bunch of food into that. That's my 2 seconds.
So, okay, good. Well, that's good. Okay. Do you guys have any questions or anything as far as this goes? Do you have any comments? How about supporting each other outside of the group? Have you guys been doing that?
Yeah.
You're inviting Haley to make the list.
Taylor with her notes.
Helping Taylor with our notes? Okay, good. All right, guys. Well, good job today. You guys, seems like you guys are doing really good. So keep doing this, okay? I want you guys to start to looking at the importance of sleep, eating, planning ahead, like maybe with your, like, putting your sports stuff together the night before, packing your backpack and stuff. So I want you to include that in with your new strategies as far as like being organized and studying and stuff like that. So do this next week. Like I said, you guys need to make modifications through the week. Make them, If you need to make adjustments, like, I got 7 hours of sleep last night, but, I could really use another like 30 minutes. Do another 30 minutes the next day, or, hey, I got a 76 on my AP test. That was good, but what can I do to get that 80%? What's that extra thing I can do to get that 80%? But you guys did amazing. Keep supporting each other outside of the group, okay? Send a text to each other. Hey, how's volleyball, or how's cheer? How's soccer? Hey, like, how's your AP homework going? Things like that. That helps a lot too, okay? All right. Thanks, guys. I'll see you next week.